lying, I hate that shit. Smiling all the time, I had to fake that shit. I hate 20 shots, why I make that shit? Sharing all this pain for the income I could gain. Great granny was a slave, why would I ever cop a chain? Gave us band-aids like that could ever stop the pain. Niggas used to hang for these songs that I sang. Niggas used to die for these pictures that I post. Niggas used to die trying to get a right to vote. Liberty and life, they said we got a right to both. But we ain't had rights since they drug us off that boat. Took us from our land and took our land from us. Lost an arm and a leg, they really took our hands from us. Threw us in them cages, taxed all our wages, taught us they religion, rewrote all the pages, been this way for ages, threw us in the mazes, made it off them cotton fields, now we on.
What you're saying in a nutshell is America was stolen from the Indians. No, America was stolen from the indigenous people. Christopher Columbus thought they were Indians.
What were they?
They were the indigenous people of this land.
So we're celebrating the wrong holidays on the wrong days.
In the wrong country, and you're stolen.
You've been lied to. Thanksgiving Day is a massacre that supports Native American genocide. When you think of Thanksgiving, you probably imagine the Pilgrims and Indians sitting together with a giant turkey and breaking bread. But the truth is, this never happened. That's because the first Thanksgiving was a massacre. While many cite back to the autumn of 1621, when natives and pilgrims celebrated the autumn harvest as the first Thanksgiving, first actual Thanksgiving was in 1637. And that's because Massachusetts Bay Colony Governor John Winthrop declared it a day of Thanksgiving after the massacre of native people. Hundreds of Pequot men, women, and children were slaughtered in what is now Mystic, Connecticut. And after this was done, John Winthrop declared it a day of Thanksgiving. And it wasn't until Abraham Lincoln, the president that took lands away from tribal members to give to settlers to further his railroad, and also was responsible for the largest mass execution in United States history, which was of 38 Dakota members. Yep, he's the one that declared Thanksgiving as an official holiday in the United States. So how could you celebrate the somber day of Thanksgiving respectfully? I'm not telling you can't have turkey or spend some time with your family. Maybe start your meal with a land acknowledgement. Use resources like nativeland.ca or the app and website Whose Land to see whose land you're currently occupying. Look into Native American groups and causes that you could donate to. Support Native American activists, authors, and chefs. Take some time to learn about Native American causes or what issues are currently facing Native American people. Native Americans currently make the least amount of any other group of individuals. Our women are experiencing an MMIW crisis. Many natives live in food deserts and don't have access to clean water. And Native Americans have unequal access to both health and mental health services. So on Thanksgiving Day, aka a day of mourning, remember that Native Americans are still here and to acknowledge the truth and history regarding this holiday.
After the Native Americans helped the Pilgrims survive their first winter in America, the Puritans invited them to share the first Thanksgiving.
Oh, these are adorably wrong. A 5-year-old made that based off of the lies that you taught them. Excuse me? Oh, it's not your fault. These are full of half-truths and historical propaganda. By the time the Pilgrims showed up, not only were 2/3 of the Massachusetts tribes completely wiped out by European slave owners and diseases, the Pilgrims were constantly at war with the indigenous people and routinely tortured them.
But they did celebrate it every year, right?
Not exactly. The next one was 16 years later, and unfortunately, it was because the Puritans were celebrating the massacre of the Pequot tribe. Back then, Thanksgiving was also for families, specifically murdering them.
Oh, who cares about how this stupid holiday got started anyway?
Exactly. In George Washington's 1789 Thanksgiving Proclamation, the settlers aren't mentioned not even once. Thanksgiving wasn't celebrated nationwide until 1863 when this guy declared it a national holiday during the Civil War in order to bring the country together. That's why all of our foods are from the 19th century.
So Lincoln came up with the whole Indian Pilgrim story.
Nope, that myth didn't catch on until the 1900s after we had fought and killed all the Native Americans. And then we put it in textbooks as fact. Because America.
I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors be to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, as well as peace, salutations, and blessings into the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. When I was watching this video, and this was by the page Endure These Last Days 4. And thought to repost it and put my spiritual 2 cents, to the lesson. Now, this this holiday that just passed was a day where a lot of, people spent time with their families. A time for us, to meditate, use this time to, strengthen ourselves, right? While everyone is lackadaisical, there's a lot taking place, over in Russia. There's a lot taking place in prophecy, all right? And as the scriptures speak about the house of David being stronger and the house of Saul being weaker, right? We very much understand that the house of Saul is 2/3 of our people, that are caught up in the folly, in the strength of Egypt, which Egypt is America, right? Spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. These holidays are not, for us, man, us that are in the know, scriptures speak about oppression making us mad, and to celebrate, the murders, right, of our brethren, which the northern kingdom, the northern tribes, right, were affected in that slaughter, Hey, we give attention, to this message, this message, right, strike us with fear, Now we are going to be looked at as the outcasts, the weirdos, and that's a given. Comes with being a prophet, comes with being a man in his truth. Okay. So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, right? The strength and the vibration that Pharaoh pushes are these holidays, and it's going to be the shame of you people that are not seeking righteousness. It says, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt be your confusion, which is important to understand things, study, to be learned. There's no excuse for being ignorant. All this information on the web, knowledge being increased, These times are times to meditate, strengthen your body, get a workout in. And, these holidays are just, people just stuffing themselves, man. Being glutinous, overeating, exaggerating in the food, the American dream. And it's okay to be an outcast, man. It's okay to be what the world would call the black sheep. That's okay. This is Job chapter 19 in verse 7. Behold, I cry out of wrong, but I am not heard. I cry aloud, but there is no judgment. We go out on these streets, these corners, and cry out, spare none, continuously, diligently, okay? He hath fenced up my way that I cannot pass, and he hath set darkness in my paths, right? Showing the magnitude of the Heavenly Father's judgment upon the nation of Israel, the captivity that we were in and that we're still in is not a box that you can climb out of. The only way out of this is through faith and believing, right? that we're going to be delivered from this captivity. He hath stripped me of my glory and taken the crown from my head. He hath destroyed me on every side, and I am gone, and my hope hath he removed like a tree. He hath also kindled his wrath against me, and he counted me unto him as one of his enemies. Right? So the Lord, he brought all these plagues upon us, these treacherous judgments upon us, where these enemies of ours came in and slaughtered us, took us captive for our wrongdoings. His troops come together and raise up their way against me, and encamp round about my tabernacle. He hath put my brethren far from me, and my acquaintance are verily estranged from me. Right? You find being alone a lot in his faith being normal, being at peace, right? Not being around madness, being able to, listen to some music or hear the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in peace. My kinfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. They that dwell in my house and my maids count me for a stranger. I am an alien in their sight. All right. This is the magnitude of our walk. We deal with being, the strange one, All right. But in a time of deliverance, the Lord is He's going to help the meek. All right. Them that put away the cares of this world. And this is why we pour out this message, not to be seen of men or to be noticed of men, to get the notoriety of men, but to be noticed of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, And we pour the message out, we give you the truth, and the Heavenly Father is going to do the rest. These days that we're approaching, and we're not going to persuade you not to enjoy your turkey or to call you evil. All right. But hey, we at the point where we're far deep into prophecy, man. And if you can't get it, hey, may the Lord be with you, man. But the elect, we're going to praise his holy name and stand on it, man. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.